I have a few things to say. We might not be friends. Caroline, I'm talking to you. But on this particular trip,
This is drama in Dubai. Oh my goodness. Like, these women, all six of them, are not just drama queen, but everybody decided to bring in their own special drama in this episode 10 of The Real Housewives of Lagos. You guys, hey, please gather here, grab your chairs, grab your popcorn if you have, get a chill drink. Let's have a conversation about what happened in the latest episode of The Real Housewives of Lagos. You guys, thank you for stopping by. Jiluche here. If you're new to the channel, please take this minute to subscribe. To be a part of this community, join the conversation. Join the conversation. Turn on the post notification bell. Guys, let me just give you the gist of what went down in The Real Housewives of Lagos episode 10. It was epic. It was actually laudable. And there were a lot of drama. So, you guys already know these ladies are in Dubai. And see, if there's anything I would say at the moment, I would tell you that all of those women have some very special traits that just make them stand out from each other. When we look at someone like Mariam, she is just like the funniest of them. She's just this melodramatic woman in her own space. When we look at Laura came into this show with a script, and I just feel like Laura just finished reading one of her scripts, so she has just decided to switch this script to another script because she gave us a full run for our money and our watch time watching this episode. So there's just been a lot of drama. So guys, you guys know Tiana 45 is happening in Dubai, and so those ladies were there. You guys already know what went down in the last episode. I talked about Caroline losing her almost 50k bracelet. So, and then and Yabojo asked the question of which of the guys, is it the old one, or be the ex, or be the new one? And Caroline literally felt embarrassed that Yabojo was asked that kind of question, and she was like, no, my own kind of game is I'm not that kind of girl. If I'm rolling with one person, I roll with one person, and if this person messes up, I'm moving to the next person. Like, I don't play the two can play the game kind of game. So it was literally that was just the gist. But the hype around how the women reacted was just what made I'm very sure that's what probably made Caroline feel some type of way. So guys, you guys also know that they actually had to chill in a particular place. They actually came into this room, and then they had to wait, and they were sitting in that place to have their conversation, and they were waiting for the other lounge, the underground villa, to be prepared. So guys, literally, this women carried their bags, got into the underground villa, and it was another conversation. Like, literally, people like people like Chioma were so excited. They were like, okay, if this place is so cute, I'm wondering what the villa is going to look like. So unfortunately, the villa did not live up to the expectation. Yabojo literally said that the villa looked like her grandmother's house, and I just busted out laughing. Like, these women are all women of class. There's no middle standard for them. There's no average standard for them. Chioma and Yabojo were just not having it with the villa. They're like, no way. Even Laura had to say, no, this one no pass. So, literally, they complained about their rooms. And then you guys know that, when they were in Lagos with the cultural party that they had picked this thing, and then Mariam had actually been the person that had won, and the person that was going to stay in the most luxurious or the biggest room. So, I don't know, but me, I just felt like Tony decided to cheat Mariam this one time. Mariam is supposed to get the biggest room, so unfortunately, I don't know how Tony just kind of took that grace away, and I was like, okay, you know what, let's just do it in another tally. Somebody picks, and then at the end of the day, Mariam picked a very horrible looking room that they called 10k per night room. They gave it a very funny name. I was quite ridiculous. Mariam was literally annoyed. She was angry, but because it was Tony, I think she has a soft spot for Tony, so she had to just take it, and it was Tony's birthday and all that. So literally, guys, this woman, Yabujo was also not excited that she had to share her room with Tiana. And then you guys, these ladies had their Caroline was already feeling moody because of her bracelet, but I think some of them started getting their vibe back. So they sat down to have dinner, and Laura came with her script. So Laura came with the script, and as she started hitting her, like she wanted to make an announcement, literally everybody was just keeping their cool, because I feel like Laura was the one who started the last fight. So I think all those women just decided to just take their time and try to avoid trouble. So literally, I didn't feel like the women were staying away from Laura. It was more like they were giving Laura her space. And if she felt like she needed to be mingling with them, she was supposed to just have a decent conversation with them. And literally, guys, where Laura started that conversation, number one, was very irritating. Number two, Laura said she wanted to apologize, but she was not going to apologize. Like, I really didn't understand the arrogance you had to bring into that conversation, because it was so unnecessary. So, I mean, how can you be talking to somebody and say, hey, Caroline, I'm talking to you? Like, come on, there's no baby. I won't take that from nobody. And trust me, Caroline did not even take it. I mean, it literally, when Laura was like, Caroline, I'm talking to you, I mean, she wanted to apologize, but she didn't want to apologize. I didn't understand why she had to have that conversation in that manner, because it was just plain proud, arrogant, and it was just so unacceptable. Caroline walked away immediately, like she was like, excuse me, or something. Like she acted like she wanted to go use the restroom. And everybody felt the tension, and at the end of the day, Laura was still had to speak with the people around, and then she was talking, and Chioma had to really give it to Laura. Chioma was like, Caroline, you are Laura, you are an attention seeker. I mean, you are literally the person who gave us the vibe. You're not a baby. Nobody's supposed to babysit you. You're supposed to mingle with the women. You're not supposed to be looking for our face. We're all ladies here, grown up ladies. I mean, literally, I love the fact that Chioma said that. Yes, I know some people say, but let's call a spade a spade. I mean, you started the fight. If you want to really make up with this woman, you really have to do the extra. You need to bring in some humility, man, and some right attitude. Like, Laura literally didn't have any of those. I don't know if I'm the only one who's getting here with Laura, but I literally was just livid at the manner at which Laura actually tried to do that apology. It was just literally annoying. Even Tony wasn't having it. It was literally so boring. Anyways, guys, long story short, they had their stuff, they went out, and guys, before I say that, there was this beautiful surprise that also happened. They really had fun in Dubai, went for a belly dance show, and Chioma was like, what, this is the kind of thing I like to do for my guy and all that. I mean, it was a brilliant night. And basically, before Tiana's husband came, I think there was this conversation, or rather, was it during that time? There was this conversation that happened between Yabujo and Chioma. And Chioma was just asking Yabujo, so what do you think about what Laura was trying to say? Is it genuine? Like, I just feel like Chioma is a gossip. Let's just call it that. So she just likes to have this other. She prefers to have side conversations. I know it's because it's Laura, that's why she had to openly confront Laura. I think if it was any of the other ladies, Chioma wouldn't be so outspoken to tell them their flaws. So, but she kind of likes side talks a lot. I've noticed that about Chioma. And so Chioma was just asking Yabujo, so what do you feel about Laura? I mean, are you getting the vibe of the apology? And Yabujo was like, you know what? I just feel like Laura is just being Laura. Maybe she's genuinely just trying to apologize, because literally, guys, I mean, Laura Laura literally, I think she actually tried to play another script, but when you've played a script so hard and so long, I mean, guys, episode 9, from episode 1 to episode 9, it's been a long time. Maybe if we're counting it in months, we'll probably call it 2 months plus. So if she had been putting up that attitude and suddenly want to change it, it's gonna take more than just one attempt to do it. And there was this conversation, but anyways, the sweetest part of this whole thing was just seeing Tony's husband, kind of have the surprise appearance, and she literally fell off her seat. She almost fell off her seat. Like, so you guys already know that Tony says the husband is a PR and Mariam is a PR. So Mariam actually had a hand in the husband locating them and joining them for that trip. It was quite cute. I was really happy to see him, even though unfortunately we all still can't see his face. Well, some of us that know him. His name is Shegu. Shegu, don't let us expose you, but let's keep your secret a secret. So he was wearing all white and white with his face mask and everything. I don't know, but the vibe was quite cool. And fortunately for those ladies anyway, I think they moved into a better place. I mean, the next day, it was just so cute, you know, seeing these women vibe. And then, guys, I forgot to tell you guys about this part where, you know, literally Tony had it up to here with Laura. You know, Laura was just in her room alone. I mean, Tony had to walk in to go and check up on her. Like, she was just waiting for them to come and pampering her. I beg. And she kept crying and saying, you know what, I feel like you guys have ganged up against me. You're avoiding me, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, girlfriend, you got to deal with it, baby. These women are women, and you too, you're a woman. So you just used to start the fight. You have to use that same chest to carry this fight. But it was just cute to see them. I don't know, but I think I really appreciate all those women. Even Laura with her badness and her craziness. I think I like her vibe. Some people are saying Laura was actually behaving that way because she's pregnant. She was pregnant while the shooting for the Real Housewives of Lagos was going on. I don't know, man, but whatever it is, I just feel like it's Laura's attitude. I mean, okay, when she wanted to apologize to the women, why did she have to say something like this? I'll apologize later. Like, what's that? That's not a conversation. That's not how you talk to adults. I mean, you're not kids. You're not talking to your staffs. You're not talking to some butler. You're talking to grown-up women, premium ladies that come with high class. Like, you need to give them some respect too. But literally, it was just drama. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, you. The drama in this Dubai is just about to start because, guys, we're about to see the craziest episode of this. Because literally, guys, the trailer for the next episode, episode 11, was mad. Hey, guys, take a look. So from what you've just seen right now, guys, I don't know if you heard this clearly, but guys, what did you hear? You say?
Ungrateful riffraff, this scumbag of the earth, this local animal.
Yes, Caroline,
This.
If you heard what Chioma called Caroline, please let me know. Throw it in the comment section because I cannot use my mouth to say that thing, she said. I'm going to be here. I'm going to sit pretty here. Make sure I watch episode 11. Come back and tell you guys what this fight was really all about and why this fight got this intense. Because, I mean, two besties fighting like that and screaming like that. Hell no. I can't wait for episode 11. Guys, literally, this is everything that went down in the Real Housewives of Lagos episode 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I hope I didn't forget anything, but if I did, of course, I'll come back here. There's always an aftermath after every episode, and you guys know I'll definitely try to do that. Guys, thank you so much for your watch time. So see you next time. Do you hear? Keeping it real as usual. Ciao, ciao, guys.